Hello everyone, welcome back to Hexcells Infinite. Last time we did the first dozen of our puzzles here, and now we are on to 3-1. We had a very minor peep at this previously and saw that it was getting up there in difficulty compared to what had come before it, and so now let's see if we can get some progress going with this. So I know I figured out a couple of these before, I can't remember what they were though. Let's see, it must have been these twos. Need two non-consecutive, so we don't know which of those it will be yet. But if we need two along here, two along there, it's going to be gosh, what did we figure out last time then? Can't be these two. So it must be at least one of these for 4. And it must be at least one of these for 4, but not both of them. So this is blue and that is blue. I think that's about all I figured out last time, isn't it? So what else do we know? We need one of these to be blue. And we need one of those to be blue, and that will finish the 4. And then we'll need one of these to be blue to finish the 2. And we'll need one of those to be blue to finish the 2. As for the rest of these diagonals, I'm not really sure what we're working with. So let's look at this example here. We need one more in this entire length. This 2, with non-consecutive alignment, is going to have one of these to finish off the 4. And one of these to finish off the 4, because it can't be both of them, because then they would be consecutive. But it could be this and this. That would be valid, or it could be that, and that would be valid. Okay, so if it has to be this and this, or this and that, whichever way we do that, this gets a second, which means it's none of those. And I presume the same is going to be true on the opposing side, so this needs one, this and this, or this and this. So it's none of those. So that gets us started. This 2 here sees those. That one sees one. This one only sees this. That 2 gets a second here. That 1 now has one along its length. That clue is solved. This 2 sees 2, so it's not those. That 2 needs a second. This 2 has 2 on it. This 4 needs 2 more. This 2 now has 2. This 2 only sees 2. This 3 needs a third, which is that. This 3 needs a third, which is that. And this 3 now has 3, so it's not this. That 2 sees 2, we eliminate that. That's a mystery in the center. This 4 here has 3. Spoken for. So we need one of these, and it must be one of those 2, because it can't be 2 consecutive on the opposing side, which means it's not this one or this one. So it's going to be one of these and one of these. But does that tell us what else it's going to be specifically? We're going to need one of those, but then that could be any orientation of that, I think. Ah, but this 6 helps. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one sees 1. It's not those. This 2 needs 2 non-consecutive. This is the first. That's the second. Eliminating this. That one sees 1. This one needs that one. That one sees 1. This one sees 1. There's our bottom half done. Nothing there. 1 here. 4 there is completed. What else do we have going on? 4 here. We've got 3. And we know that one of those is going to be 1 from the logic we figured out earlier about one of these and one of those. So it's not this or this. Now 2 consecutive means it's going to be this and definitely that one, not this one. This 2 now gets a second in that one, eliminating this one. And then we have 2 on that diagonal solved. This 4 needs 1 more of these, and 1 of those. On this diagonal then, it's going to be 1 of these, and then we have our second at the bottom, so it's none of the others. Zeros all solve for themselves. 2 touches 2 only. That one sees 1. This one only sees this. This diagonal has 1 and it needs a second. But this 2 sees 2, so it's not this and is that. This diagonal sees 2, which eliminates this. This one only sees 1. That one sees it also. That one only sees 1. Right, we've only got 5 remaining. This 2 gets a consecutive one here. That eliminates that. And this for that. Yes. That now has 2. This has 2. This has 4. So we need 3 remaining. They must be on this perimeter, so we can get rid of all the snaky stuff. This 0 has that. This 2 sees 1 and 2. That one sees 1. This one sees 1. And there is our last. Alright, that's 3-1 done with some good logic. 3-2. Where do we begin? We begin here. So this 5 has 6 surrounding it, and only 1 of them can be black. And if this 1 has 1 blue in its length, 1 of these must be blue, and 1 of them must be black, which means we can eliminate all of those, and also colour all of these respectively. This 1 now sees 1, so we can go up around there. This 3 needs a 3rd consecutive, which will be that one, eliminating this. That one sees 1, eliminating that. This 2 sees 2, eliminating this, which lets us finish our flower. This one has 1 in its diagonal, so we can get rid of all those. This one sees 1, we eliminate all that. 0 solves for itself. And we've got these long swathes of question marks breaking up parts of the puzzle. This 3 here sees 1, 2. This is going to be its 3rd with 1 black, but this 3 needs 2 more. 1 on the bottom and then those 2. This one now sees 1, which eliminates these, giving us that and that. That one sees 1. We need 1 more of these. We don't know which yet. We have 1 of those, so we can clear off that. 0 solves for itself. This 1 needs 1 of those, but we can't tell which yet. What else do we have going on? This 4 here, we see 1, 2, 3. We need 1 of these to be a 4th, but we need to make these 2 1s whole, so it must be the one in the center of those. So then we can clear those out. This 1 sees 1. This one sees the same one. This 4 here is on a string of 5. This 2 needs only 1 of those, which means the other 3 in the string of 5 must be the ones that make it up to 4. This one sees that, so we can complete that. That 2 sees 2, we can get rid of those. That 1 sees 1. go around its perimeter as well. This 2 sees 2, this 2 sees 2, that 1 sees 1, and then we're on to another line of question marks here. This 2 needs a second one, which is going to be that. This 2 sees 2 in its length. This 2 sees 1 here, and this will make up the second off of this 2, so it's not that one. That 0 solves for itself and completes this. That 1 sees 1. We need 1 here, which is going to be that. This 3 here has 1, 2. One of those will be a third, and we have 1, 2, and one of these for a third, eliminating the other 3. The 0 solves for itself. This 3 now gets a third, that 1 has 1. This 2 has 2. That 3 is solved. This 1 sees 1, as does the one below it. Then maybe we're going over to the other side now, it looks like. So what do we have here? We have 2. This is 1. This will be one of the others. This 2 here has 1 at the bottom, and this 1 needs 1, so this will be its second, so we eliminate the other 4 in the vertical. Now this 2 gets a second, that 1 has 1, this 1 needs 1, that 1 has 1, this 2 is solved, and this 2 is solved. This 1 sees 1, so we eliminate those. That 1 sees that as well, we eliminate these. Then we only have 1 on this vertical, but this 3 needs a third, and that 2 needs a second, so it's got to be the one they share. Eliminates those. We need 2 on this vertical. One of them is going to finish this 3, and one of them is going to finish this 2, so we can eliminate all the tiles that aren't in contention for either of those spots. This 2 now sees 1 and 2. The 3 has its third. Now, where else are we going? We've got 6 remaining. Might be important. We need 5 along the length of here. Don't know if that helps us yet. Right, let's look for easy stuff. We need 2 here. It's going to be one of those. We've already finished this 3, so I'm just going to mark that out. There's going to be 1 here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 6 in total. So where's the logic? These are the only 2 verticals we have left. This is all question marks. This is 1. So it's going to be one of those. One of these, but it could be top and bottom. Right. I'm going to need to do some more long form eliminations here, I think. So, we need 6 more. There's definitely one of these. If it's the top one... Okay, here we go. If it's the top one, this one has 1, and it can't be either of those, but it must be one of these to fix that one on the left. So it can't be this one. It must be this one. Now that 2 sees 2, we eliminate that. That 1 sees 1, so it's not those. That one gets this, that one sees that. This 2 is now solved. This one needs 1, that 2 sees 2, that 2 sees 2 as well. That one sees 1. This one needs 1. This 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have none remaining, so we can do that. There's 3, 2. Let's go on to 3, 3. Line numbers ignore gaps. So 1 here is 1, 2, 3. 2 non-consecutive is going to be 1, not this one, not this one. 2 non-consecutive here will be that, and not this. 2 consecutive must be top and bottom here. 3 consecutive is going to be bottom to top there. And 2 consecutive is going to be neither of these. The 0. The 0 solves for itself. Oh, that's me being dumb, because the 0 isn't actually touching anything. Right. Let me guess. That's going to be pertinent here. Right. The very first thing I see is this. You can go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. That one's always going to be part of the same. Now with this, we can go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, and it's not going to be any of those. What else can we do? This 2 here, now that we've eliminated that one, is either going to be this one and this one, or this one and that one. Just going to have to systematically work through each clue, aren't we? It's about all we can do here. This is a 3 on a set of 4. If this were in an arc, we'd know it would have to be the top and the bottom, and then one of the 2 in the middle. 2 here will either be top and bottom, 1 and 3, or 2 and 4. 2 here, 1 there. That we've looked at. This we don't know enough about. This only has 3 in its length. That one now has 1. This 2 gets the only 2 remaining in its options. This vertical one now has 2 consecutive, so we can eliminate this. That one has 1. This one needs 1, which gives this 2 consecutive going to here. This one needs 1. There's 2 non-consecutive here, means this can't be the second one. What else do we have going on? It's like after each clue we're going to have to go back and reassess everything. So 3 along here we actually could have done right from the beginning. There's only 3 there. 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one of those to be eliminated. 3 here can go either way currently. 4 there, we need 2 more, but there's lots of options. Loads of options here, as well as there. This now has 2 in it, so we can eliminate the rest on that diagonal. 0 there means this gets those 3 in a row and eliminate this. This one gets that one there. This 2 still needs a second. 2 non-consecutive mean it can't be this one. Right, let's check our tiles. Two in a row here, can't be this or that, must be this. Sorry, 2 non-consecutive, 2 not in a row. This one sees that one, so it's not this. This diagonal 2 sees 2, so it's not that. 0 also told us that. Right, background. Too much here. Don't know that one. Too much there. Too much here. Too much there. 3 here. It's going to be one of those. We don't know which. 2 of those. We don't know which. 1 of these. We don't know which. 2 non-consecutive here. 3 of those. 2 non-consecutive here. 2 of those. 2 of these. 1 of these. 3 non-consecutive on this line. 4 of those is too many, as is that. We've got 2 there. We need a third. We now have 1 on this diagonal. Wish I'd started from the other side. So that's going to impact something on this vertical probably, unless this 5 now only has 5 along its length, which it does. This 2 now has 2 along its length, so we eliminate that. This 0 gives us this, that 1 gives us that. This 2 non-consecutive can't be this, that 1 needs that. This 2 now has 2, so we can eliminate this one. Let's not get confused between our clues. This 0 solves for itself, and this vertical 2 has 1 and 2, so it's not this. This 2 only sees 2, so it must be this and that. That 1 sees 1, this 0 sees that, this 1 sees this. This 3 now has 3 in its vertical, so it's not that one. 2 non-consecutive along here. We have 1 there, and we need to make both of these 2's complete, so it's going to be that one, and get rid of the rest. Alright, how are we doing now? This 3 gets 1, 2, 3, eliminates that one. This 1 gets its friend. 4 along this length. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 of those. 4 along this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 here has 2. 1 along here still unsolved, as is 2 there. 1 along there, we don't know, but we do know this now. 3 non-consecutive, we have 3, so it's not this or that. 1 gets a friend. 4 along here has 4, so it's not that one. 2 gets a friend. 3 along here has 3. We can eliminate those guys. This 2 gets top and bottom. 3 non-consecutive along here gives us that, which that 1 has this, eliminates that there. We now have that solved there. 1 along here is solved already. We already did that one. This vertical one here only has 1 remaining. This 2 is solved. This 3 non-consecutive is solved. 0, 0. We only have 2 remaining. 1, 2, 3, there's 1 of them. There's the other. So with 0 remaining, we can clear out the rest of the puzzle. Right, 3, 4. Dare we do 3, 5? Why not? Okay. 0 solves for itself. 2 non-consecutive out of a set of 3 must be the top and bottom. What else do we see? Not very much. 7 here. Total length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. However, one of them is below, and so the remaining 6 must be this stretch. This 2 now sees 2, so it's not that. That 1 needs 1. 2 non-consecutive in the column means we eliminate that. What else do we know? Two in this column here. One of them is past the mark, so it's only one of these, and we need one to finish the three, eliminating those. This three, we need two past the mark, and one to complete this one on the right, so it's not either of those. This three only sees three, so it's 1, 2, 3. This one has one, that one has one. This one has one. That 0 solves for itself. 2 non-consecutive on a branch of 3 is the polar ends. 2 non-consecutive in this vertical eliminates that one. This 4 now only has those options to complete itself. This one here will fill up one of these, which will be the 3 of the third. So we eliminate that. That one has one. That 2 gets a second. This 2 now has 2 along its length. This 3 needs one more. This 3 needs one more, which is that one. This is 3 non-consecutive, so it's not that or that, but is this. That 2 sees 2, so it's not that. This is 2 consecutive, so it can't be this single one at the bottom, which has a friend. And in fact, this 2 consecutive must be these two, because this one needs one, and if it was this, it would be 2 consecutive, which would break it. So it's those. 2 consecutive. 1, 2. 2 non-consecutive must be this one, breaks that. Right, 1 sees 1. Do the easy stuff first. Two on the vertical is now had, so we get rid of that. 2 non-consecutive is 1, then not this one, so that's the second. This 2 needs a second, which is that one. That 2 then has 2. This one here needs 1 along its length, but this 2 needs one of those, which eliminates this. That 1 then gets 1. This 3 needs a third. It's going to be one of those. We don't know which yet. That 2 non-consecutive is solved, as is this 3, as is this 7. That's everything on the left-hand side of the puzzle done. We can move over to the right. What on the left is impacting stuff on the right? Not very much. This 3 here needs one of its top 3 because the 2 of them are past the break. And if this 2 is non-consecutive, that's going to mean there's going to be 1 on the left and 1 on the right. So it can't be this one, because otherwise this would have to be a 4. That one sees 1. That's a 0. That one sees this one. This 3 consecutive here has 2 past the break and only 1 above it, but they must all touch, so it must be 1, 2, 3. That one sees 1. This 3 now only has 3 in its length, so it's 1, 2, 3. This one has a friend. That 0 solves for itself. This 2 sees 2, so we can get rid of those. That 1 needs 1. That 2 sees 2. That 1 sees 1. This 2 is 2 non-consecutive, is that. This one sees 1. That 2 sees 2. That 2 needs a second. This 2 sees 2. It's not those. That 2 gets a second on its vertical. This is 2 consecutive, so that's 1 and a second. Eliminates this. That one sees that one. This one sees this one. 0 solves for itself. That one can only have this. That one only sees that. This 2 needs a second. This 2 now has 2 along its length, eliminating those. How's this 3 doing? Has 1, 2, and this makes 3, not that. This 3 needs a third. We need 2 remaining. It's going to be 1 here and 1 there, and not this one. That 2 gives us that. That 1 needs this one. And this 2 needs a second, eliminating that. right. It would be rude to leave 3, 6 on its own, wouldn't it? Hopefully this doesn't take too long and make this an extortionately long length. Okay. Question is, where do we begin? That's a great question. Three non-consecutive on an arc of 4 is going to be the 2 ends and 1 in the middle. That means the 2 consecutive ones can't have these be part of them. 2 consecutive here gives us that. This 3 is now solved. This 2 has 2, so we eliminate those, and that 2 gets a second. This 2 needs 1, which is that. This one sees that one. 2 non-consecutive here means this isn't one. This 2 with consecutiveness here needs at least that one. This one sees that, so we eliminate all those. That 2 needs a second. That 2 got a second. This is 2 non-consecutive, so it's this one, not that one, then this. This one sees that one. This one needs this one. That one sees one. Right, that was a good flurry, wasn't it? You just hydrate. Okay. Look for easy stuff. Honestly, right now I don't see too much easy stuff. This 2 here has 1, needs a second, which is going to be one of these, which will complete the 1, so we can eliminate the other stuff touching the 1. If this is blue, then we would eliminate these 2. And if we eliminate these 2, the 3 wouldn't be able to have 3 on it. So this cannot be blue, which means that's blue. This 2 now has 1 above and below. This 2 needs a second. This 3 needs a third. This 3 also needs a third. That one sees 1. 2 non-consecutive eliminates that. 4 non-consecutive on a chain of 5 means the first and last must be blue. That 2 now has 2. This 2 can't have a consecutive set. This vertical 3 here has 2, and we know the third one is below the break, so we eliminate these 3. This 2 needs 2 non-consecutive, which will be this and one of those, because it can't be the 2 on the left. This 3 is now solved. This 4 is going to have 1, 2, one of these, and this one. What else do we know? This 5 here has 3 above its top and then 2 more after the break. So we need one of these to be blue, which means it's going to be one of these 2 to complete the 3, because it can't be both of them, otherwise we'd have 4, which would mean that needs to be 6. So this is blue, and neither of these are blue. This 4 only sees 4. That 3 sees 3 now. That 2 sees 2. This 2 sees 2. That 2 needs a second one. This 2 sees 2. This 5 is now basically solved because we know that there's 2 below here and everything else between the 2 and the 5 is sorted. Need one of those. That 2 is solved. This 3 is effectively solved because we only need the 1 below it. This 3 has 1 here, a second there. We don't know where the third could possibly be yet. Look for easy stuff. not seeing easy stuff. This 2 is going to need one of those and one of these 3, but that doesn't help me. 2 non-consecutive here. Okay, this might be something. This column has 2 non-consecutive. This 3 needs 3 of these 4 to be blue, which means it can't be these 2. It can only be one of these 2. So it must mean that this and this are blue. That means that these cannot be consecutive. That 2 sees 2. That gets a second. That sees 1. That's some good stuff. This 6 now sees 1, 2, 3. We need 3 of those. 1 along here. Can't do much with that yet. 4 along there, 3 along here. 2 along there means one of these is going to be blue. Don't think that helps us yet. One of these is going to be blue. If it's this, that could be the second. If it's this, that can be the second. So that doesn't let us eliminate anything from here at the moment. Six in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's way too much working there. Oh, 3 along here, look. Missed this, didn't we? There's 2 there. And this 2 needs 2 non-consecutive, although that could be there and there, so there doesn't have to be a third one on here, which could have eliminated everything else if that were true. Oh, but one thing I have totally missed. 2 non-consecutive has 1, not this one. Should have seen that ages ago. 3 non-consecutive eliminates that. 2 non-consecutive eliminates this. And that needs 3, which is that and that, eliminating this. That 2 sees 2. That 3 needs a third. That 2 now has 2. There you go, there's a whole bunch of stuff we missed earlier. How's this 3 doing now? It's got 3, so we can eliminate all this stuff. Right, where can we go from here? That 2 needs a second one. Still need one of these. One of those. This 2 needs one of these. This 2 needs one of those. This 2 needs one of these. But that could be anything. We know this 2 here is going to have one of those. And one of these. We know this 2 is going to have one of those. But it doesn't necessarily have to be the ones that cross. We know that this is 1, a second here, and then one of these for a third, but we don't know which yet. How's this 4 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. This 2 now sees 2. That 2 needs a second one. This 2 has 2. That 2 has 2. This one sees one. This 3 needs one of those. That 2 needs one of those. That 2 needs one of those. One, 2. Doesn't have to be that. 3. I'm getting slowly more and more stumped. And then find a tiny little flourish of stuff. Then stumped again. Is 3 not doing anything for us yet? 1. Nope. This 1's still lacking. We know we need one of those. If this is true, then this is true. Then this is false. Then these are both true. If this is false, this is true, this is false, this is true, this is false, and this is true. So whichever way round you do that, this one is always blue, isn't it? 3. Blue, 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 black, blue, black, blue, blue. Or black, blue, black, blue, black, blue. So this is always the one in this column, is always this blue. What? No? 1, 2. This is 3. This is blue. This is black. That 2 gets a second, which is blue. This 2 has a blue, so this is black. So then these 2 are blue. Or this is black, this is blue. That 2 has 2. This is black. These are blue. This could be blue. Alright, that was terrible logic. Punished for that. Still got to find the logic though. I can't just use the thing that I guessed wrong to gain extra information that I shouldn't have. Where is the logic? Right, after a brief pause, I found some logic in somewhere completely far away from where I was looking for it in the first place. This 2, 1 here. If this 2 has the top right and the one below it, this 1 would have 2 against it, which can't be. So it must be this one and one of these 2. And whichever of these 2 it is, it's not those 2. So what can we do with that? This 2 here is going to have 1 and one of these, which will complete this, which means this is eliminated. And this one only sees this, so that's eliminated, that's solved. This one needs this. This one needs that. This 2 sees 2. This 2 can't be consecutive. We still don't know where the 1 along here is. Do we get anything along this diagonal now? It's just going to be one of these center tiles. We don't know anything along this one. We need one of those. One of these. How's this 6 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 there is solved. 2 is solved. 2 is solved. 2 is solved. This 2 gets a second. This 3 needs a third. That one sees one. That one needs one. That 2 is solved. That one sees one. This one now has that in its length. Gives us all that. That 3 gets 1, 2, and a third. That 2 gets 2. That one sees one. We know that this one is going to get one of these, so it's not this one. That 0 solves all that for us. Right, can we hop the gap with our knowledge now? Well, this 0 first solves for itself. This 2 needs a second. That 2 has 2. That 3 gets a third. That 3 gets a third. That 2 is solved. This 2 sees 1, 2, not this. This 2 here can't have both of those because that would break the 1, so it's going to be this, which is the vertical of that. Then one of these will finish the 2, so it's not this. This one needs that one there. This 2 only sees these 2. That 2 is now solved. This 2 needs a second. That 3 needs a third. This one has one. That one needs one. This 2 needs a second. How's this looking? We have 1, 2, one of those for 3, which will fix the 2, so it's not this one. That 3 sees 3. How's this doing? 1, 2, not that, so it's going to be one of those. This 2 sees 1 and 2. That 3 now sees 1, 2, and 3. Not this. That 3 needs a third. We have 3 remaining. How's the 6 looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our single mistake did not penalize us, thank goodness. And that is 3-1 through 3-6 solved. Join me next time where we will jump into 4-1. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.